Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you the Juvias Place Mini Nubian palette. I got this during their Black Friday sale. I believe it's normally $10 and I think I got it for $6, and then I've got an additional 10% off, so however much it was, it was. So this is the box itself, and it has some writing on the back talking about the ingredients, etc, etc. And it has, like, it's wrapped in bubble wrap, like 2 layers of bubble wrap. And here is the palette itself. It's actually so cute. It's so tiny, like it's literally the size of my hand. Like, it's so small, it fits into the palm of my hand. It comes with one of those little sheet things there, and here is the shadows themselves. So it's 6 shadows. The original, I believe, is 12 shadows, so they've just kind of like downsized it. I am going to be posting a video of me comparing the mini to the original size because I wanted to find out whether or not the shadows are the same in this as they are in the original, and also whether or not the quality is the same. On the back it also has the exact same information that was on the box as well, and it does say that the net weight is 7.2 grams or 0.25 ounces, and that is cruelty free. It doesn't say that it's vegan, but it says that it's cruelty free, so yes. Oh, it also says that the pressed pigments number 1, 2, and 6 are not eye safe. So 1, 2, and 6. And you'll know that because it has, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little symbol there which has the eye, and then it's kind of like crossed out. So you're not supposed to, you're not necessarily supposed to use that around your eyes. I will be using it around my eyes because I bought this as an eyeshadow. So, but that's something just to keep in mind, just in case you are a little bit, you know, just in case you feel a way about that, because these pigments, like, pigments tend to be a little bit more staining. So if you do have like an issue with your eyes staining or potentially having allergic reactions and stuff, then that's just something that you need to keep in mind. So I'm going to do a couple of swatches. So this is the top row, the first 3, and then we have the bottom row. So there are all of the shadows themselves. And you know, they are quite bright, pigmented, they're out there, and especially the shimmers, they're definitely out there. Right, so now I'm going to do like a quick little eye look. So the first shadow I'm going to use will be this one here, this bottom middle one, and I have already concealed my eyelids. And I will say that I feel like this is like the perfect travel palette. If you was traveling somewhere and you just wanted to do very simple, very natural eyeshadow looks, I think that this will be perfect. Now I'm going to use this one here. The reason why I feel like it's the perfect travel palette is because it's not going to take up much space in your luggage. It gives you all of the staple shadows that you need, and because it's so inexpensive, if it got lost or broken, I mean, a $10 palette. It's not like, oh, I spent a whole heap of money on the eyeshadow palette knowing that if I lose or break it, I'm gonna be annoyed. Like, I would still be kind of like, oh, lost my palette, but I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, I spent so much money on that palette and now it's broken or now it's lost. Like, you'll be able to repurchase it. Oh, the only thing is, this is supposed to be limited edition. I don't know how limited it's supposed to be, because I do remember that they had a limited edition palette before. Not a mini, but they had some other limited edition palette before, which is still available on their website. So it's like, how limited edition was it? Couldn't have been that limited, you know? So I don't know how long they'll have this around for, but if you are looking for a travel palette, this will probably be a good one to look at. Now I'm going to use this shade here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Also, if you haven't already tried Juvia's Place palettes, because this one is like just a small, real inexpensive palette, this will probably be a good eyeshadow palette to use or to go for, like to try as your first eyeshadow palette by Juvia's, so you know what kind of quality that they have. Just going back in with that dark brown on the outer edge. I wish that they did have a darker brown. Like there is a darker brown in their original palette. Okay, so I'm gonna go and do the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've done the rest of my makeup and I have used this shade here on my lower lash line. I just put a little bit. I didn't put like loads and loads and loads. I just didn't want to put loads. Okay, anyway. So as I was saying, I feel like this is a great travel palette. If you're going away somewhere and you just wanted to have a palette which had just the staple shades that you need, this is it, okay? Or if you haven't tried Juvia's Place palettes before and you kind of just wanted to know what it was like, but you didn't want to spend money. I mean, Juvia's Place are really inexpensive anyway, but this is $10. They have 10% off codes floating around everywhere. Right now they're having a 50% off sale, and you can use the sale and the coupons together as well to get money off. That's exactly what I did. So you can get it for even cheaper than the $10. If you really wanted to try Juvia's for the first time, get this, try it, you never know. What I will say is that I don't feel like they needed to have this shade and this shade. I think they could have just chosen one and kept it pushing. I think if they had just chosen to have, like, let's say for example this one here, and then make this one an even darker brown, like a real deep dark brown, or even if it was like a brick red matte, I think that would have been a little bit more sufficient, rather than two shades which are practically the same in a palette where you only have 6 shades anyway. Like, why not try and be as diverse as possible? Because to me, the two of those, if I was to wear this one on one lid and this one on the other lid and nothing else, nobody will be able to tell the difference, because they are that similar to one another. In the pans, and when you swatch it, it's like, yeah, one is probably a little bit more orange, the other one's a little bit more cool toned, but generally they're not that different, you know? So I think that they could have done away with one and made the other one like a really dark brown, or they could have made it like a brick red matte. That's just my personal opinion. But of course, I'm not the one who's making these palettes. They are. Well, I am going to be filming a video comparing this and the original. So that will be up soon as well, so just watch this space. Overall, do I think that it's worth the $10? I do. And I think that, as I said, if you're traveling and you just wanted to have a palette which had your natural neutral shades, my rule when I'm traveling is I don't travel with makeup that I'm not happy to lose, break, or never be able to replace. With this, it's all three. If I lost it, if I broke it, oh well, it doesn't matter, but I am able to replace it anyway, you know what I mean? Because it's like they still have it available and it's only $10. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Rather than if I had, let's say for example, a Kat Von D palette and I broke it or I lost it, I would be furious. I would be so angry. This will just be like, oh, how annoying, never mind, keep it pushing, I'll order another one tomorrow. You know what I mean? So, but that's just how I personally live when it comes to the whole traveling situation. Anyway, tell me what you think about the mini Juvia's palette. Have you already tried Juvia's Place's palettes? Do you think that they needed to come out with this? Do you think that the original was enough? Do you like, what are your thoughts? Okay, tell me what your thoughts are. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.